on the scene, and they've seen lots and lots of drivers get stuck on the road. So again, be careful. If you do not have to go out, just don't do it today.
Exactly. I mean, we have those snow-covered roadways, and you have that low visibility. Now, we were just looking at this live shot not too long ago. This is the National Cathedral. We should be seeing that. I mean, you may be able to see that outline in the distance, but yeah, this visibility has really dropped over the last 10 minutes or less. We continue to see that snow picking up in intensity in terms of that snowfall becoming a bit more moderate to heavy at this point, and that's reducing visibility down about a mile or less from DC to Annapolis, Frederick, Martinsburg, Winchester. We're seeing a little bit better in terms of visibility back out towards Luray, where we're starting to slowly see that break in the action back out towards our westernmost areas. That continues to shift its way eastward, and that'll continue through the next couple of hours. So I'd say closer towards midday time frame, closer towards noon, we will likely see that, especially right around the DC metro area. And so we have that break in the action, and then we will see a bit more of that snow later on this evening before eventually this system is out of here. It wraps up. But then it's going to be much colder overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. So any of that snow that does fall, that's likely going to be refreeze or at least hardening. And then we're talking about not only some of those slick conditions into early tomorrow morning, but also a much colder start out there tomorrow morning. Satellite and radar showing us we still have some of those deeper blue snow bands just south of DC. So that's still continuing to add up in terms of the snowfall totals. Back out towards the west, we have that break before more snow will wrap around the system and push in later on today. Let's talk temperatures though out there right now. Low to mid 20s farther off towards the north from Hagerstown to Frederick. Upper 20s in DC. Annapolis or 26. We're right at the freezing mark in Fredericksburg, but it doesn't take much to make it feel even colder. A little bit of that breeze is making it feel like we're just 12 degrees in Hagerstown. 19 is what it feels like as you're stepping out in DC. Maybe if you're trying to, shovel or you're trying to dig out your car, you certainly want to bundle up just because of how cold it is right now. And it's going to feel even colder overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's talk about future cast though. Right around noon, that's when we really start to see a bit of a break in that snowfall, but more snow expected on the way later on this afternoon and evening. That next batch pushing through, likely adding an additional 3 inches of snowfall through the rest of this evening. Before wrapping up overnight tonight, that wind will really pick up too out of the north and west. That's going to make it feel much colder. So overnight tonight, back in the teens, and then we're also factoring in that wind, and that's going to make it feel like we're into single digits as we're starting off tomorrow morning. That's also why we did make it a DMV first warn day for that bitter cold feeling out there tomorrow. Some storm impacts over the next 24 hours. Yeah, we have those snow-covered roadways. We're certainly seeing that out there right now. Those crews are still trying to get out ahead of it. We also have that low visibility too, and that's making it worse as well. Some sleet, we did see that mixing in at times. We do see that lull right around midday today, and then that next batch of snow works its way in later this evening, and that should wrap up right around, say, midnight tonight, or even an hour or so ahead of that. But right now, I do want to toss it over to Brittany, meteorologist Brittany Ward, who's been with me all morning long. We're talking about some snowfall reports coming in. Yeah, we do have several areas with several inches of snow already on the ground. What are you seeing right now?
Yeah, Jackie, we are starting to see those snowfall reports continue to come into our area, and some of them are on the higher end. So let's actually go to Virginia first. We're looking at the Rose Hill area of Alexandria. It looks like they're reporting a little over 7 inches of snow. Then staying in Virginia, heading over to Arlington, they're reporting about 5.5 inches of snow. Here in the nation's capital, we're just shy of 5 inches of snow. Kaiser, West Virginia, they're reporting about 4.5 inches of snow. And then Martinsburg, West Virginia, they're reporting a little less than 4 inches of snow. And Jackie, this is as of now 9:45 or 9:46, but like you mentioned earlier, we're expected to see more snow. So how much additional snowfall can we see later on today?
Yeah, well, Brittany, thank you so much for those reports. We're talking about an additional, say, 3 to even close to 4 inches of snowfall expected for a good chunk of the area. We could even see some areas getting close to 5 inches of additional snowfall, really dependent on where some of the heaviest of that snowfall does line up. So that's something that we'll continue to monitor through the day today. So again, thank you so much for sticking with us all morning long talking about this storm system impacting the area. But again, definitely want to make sure that you're taking this bitter cold overnight tonight into tomorrow morning seriously. It's going to feel like we're into the single digits at times tomorrow morning thanks to that wind. We're still cold all the way through the rest of this week, but at least it's looking mainly dry aside from some isolated mountain snow showers out there on Wednesday. We're into those middle 30s for the weekend, but Saturday we're watching as a system could bring us some more accumulating snowfall. We'll certainly know more as we get closer and closer to that day, but Sunday is looking dry and partly cloudy. Shanika's back. Another check of those roadways.